Good morning. My name is Peggy Daunt. I'm one of your licensed Unity teachers here, and I am serving as your platform assistant today. Please take a moment to silence your phones, and I invite you to stand and sing the opening song. I don't know, is it going to be up there or not? There it is. I release and I let go. Perfect. I release and I let go. Let my spirit run my life. And my heart open wide. Yes, I'm only here for right. No more struggle, no more cry. In my faith I feel alive. I am free in the spirit. Yes, I'm only here for right. I release and I let go. Let my spirit run my life. And my heart open wide. I'm only here for right. No more struggle, no more fight. In my faith I feel alive. I am free in the spirit. I'm only here for right. I am free in the spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. This week, we are blessed to have Nancy Jacklow as our speaker. Her talk title today is Hand It Over. Okay. And we'd like to welcome and thank our musicians, Tatiana, and our singer today, Derek, and his assistant, Meredith Procell. You? Now the chaplains.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. We're your chaplains today. I'm Betsy.
And I'm Mary Ellen.
So, whatever you need today, guess what? You can just turn it over to God. And you can have a seasoned professional give you a hand with that. We go through lots of training, chaplains do, and I have to say it's a joy and it's an honor and a privilege to be in this position. The blessings that it's given me over the last 150 years have been just unbelievable. So I just wanted to plant the seed in your head. The new year is coming. I know it's October already. How did this happen?
Right.
So the chaplain opens the team up every spring. So if you've ever considered you might like to meet your own self asking you for a prayer as someone sits in front of you and all your stuff comes pouring out of this person. And it's an amazing thing because then, of course, it's like, oh, it's not me that answers these questions. I have no clue what even is going on, but the stuff comes through. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it's an amazing miracle. So before we get to the prayer part, well, the other thing I wanted to say today is we're having a pet blessing next Sunday. So please do not bring your pets. Do bring as many pictures as you like. We've got one poster up today. It's outside the door or by the kitchen, and we're going to put another one in the fellowship hall. So anytime this week and next Sunday, just bring your pictures, stick them on the board. And the chaplains will be available after service. Normally, the two of us, or whoever it is, will be praying in here for whoever needs other prayers, but everybody else will be out in the lobby. So you can just snag a chaplain, and if you have any dear little Fifi or Fido that could use some prayers, see us like next week, okay? So mark your calendars for that. I think that's it for the business. Now, we want to do our vision statement. It always is good to start with a vision, So just take a moment, take a nice deep breath, and let your power of imagination put lots of energy in these words right now. Okay, we empower
Power and evolving consciousness.
that spiritually transforms the world through an awakening oneness. Okay, just take a breath and inhale that oneness. And just feel it move through your whole body. And then as you exhale it as a blessing that we visualize this world, this country, this state, all of us in oneness, in an upward movement of Christ within. And then let's do our invocation. So now that we've always got our attention set today, which is a good thing, okay? Together, I am now in the presence of pure being and immersed in the Holy Spirit of life, love, and wisdom. I acknowledge your presence and your power, O blessed Spirit. In your divine wisdom, now erase my human limitations, and from your pure substance of love, bring into manifestation my world according to your perfect law. Amen. Amen. And be sure to see us after service.
Now's the time that we welcome any newcomers. Is there anyone here for the first time? Please raise your hand. No? Okay. Then we'll move on to the daily word. The daily word today is belong. As spiritual beings, we all belong in the heart of God. A true sense of belonging is one of the best feelings in the world. It's knowing I am at home, fully accepted just as I am, and valued for my unique contributions. Today I celebrate my belonging as a divine being, a child of God. No matter my station in life, my personal history, my particular circumstances, I am a valued member of the human family. I extend this understanding to all others. I look beyond appearances and even my own preconceived notions to see my fellow divine beings. I honor their unique gifts just as I would want them to honor mine. We belong together. We belong to one another. We all belong in the family of God. And the Bible verse is from John. I ask not only on behalf of these, but also on behalf of those who will believe in me through their word, and they may all be one. And now it's time to prepare for meditation by singing our meditation song.
Infinite Spirit, flow through me, flow through me, flow through me. Infinite Spirit, flow through me. I'm open to receive. Infinite Spirit, flow through me, flow through me, flow through me. Infinite Spirit, flow through me. I'm open to believe. I'm open to receive. I'm open to receive.
And as we begin our meditation time, dear ones, I invite you to take a nice, deep, deep breath to release all the activity that has gone before you so far today. And now a nice, deep breath to even further refresh yourself and renew yourself. And with this last deep breath, feel your whole body relax. For today we are going to celebrate these amazing physical expressions of ours, our bodies. So with this next breath, I invite you to shift your focus to your feet. These amazing appendages which not only move us through life, but have been a means by which we connect to Mother Earth. Whether it was from those first faltering steps to the bringing of you here today. I invite you to recall, if you can, some of the first sensations your feet have provided you. Starting again with those first triumphant steps. The first time you could run through someplace. Perhaps walking barefoot through some sand on a warm summer's day. Running joyfully across a dewy field. Perhaps even sliding across a frozen pond. Or climbing a steep hill. Let us take these next few moments to thank and to bless your feet for the faithful service they have rendered you throughout your life. Now let's gently shift our attention to our legs, from our feet to our ankles and knees up to our hips. Celebrate the marvels of design and function they are, for they have literally moved us through our lives. Again, from those faltering baby steps, to running, to skipping, taking us from home to the outside world, branching out as we started school. Perhaps playing sports. Certainly steadying you across any rocky ground. Remember times that they have enabled you to climb to new heights. And be grateful especially for getting you back up when you may have been knocked down. And I especially invite you to celebrate them bringing into your first unity service, wherever it may have been. Let us consciously be grateful for our feet who have so loyally walked us along our unique paths. Now let's shift our attention to your torso, which houses so many of your vital organs. Certainly your amazing heart, beating and pumping blood, vitalizing you from head to toe. Your lungs, absorbing and moving the breath of life throughout your body. And of course, your digestive system, providing fuel and nourishment for all your functions. And your elimination systems, which purify you so that you can function smoothly and effectively. And while we are here with the torso, let us bless our spine and our ribs as they keep us upright and protected. So let's bring our attention to our arms and our hands. Again, astounding appendages which so powerfully serve and connect us to the world around us. They are more than the means by which we feed ourselves, for they allow us to touch each other with all sorts of signals to interact. They help us to explore aspects of the physical world in their 3 dimensions. They convey our feelings and deepen our connections with one another. So now let us shift our attention to our heads, a most essential physical structure that not only houses our organs of sight, hearing, and smell and taste, but especially they cradle our amazing brains. So again, I invite you to take several nice deep breaths in celebration of this wondrous gift you have been given. It is here that our impressions of our world have been lodged, have grown, and have changed. It is here that the memories of the people, places, and experiences we have had is lodged. It is through our brains that inspirations have been provided to us to grow into the most amazing and unique person that you are in every situation. And especially, and most gratefully, this is the means through which we directly connect and commune with Divine Mind. So, dear one, as we conclude this brief, heartfelt celebration, let us truly celebrate and appreciate the path which is uniquely yours, and then becomes ours as we grow together in manifesting divine minds, divine ideas, and divine expressions in our thoughts, our words, and our deeds in our daily lives. It is so good, and so it is. Amen. So it is, and so it is, and so it is.
There's a place I can go when I'm weary, feeling lone. I close my eyes and I'm right there. No more worries, no more care. I country meadow or a mountain lake. I dream I'm there even though I'm awake. And then peace returns with every breath I take. I can go where I know I can live my dream. It's always there anytime I dare to close my eyes and believe. Amid the noise, the hurried pace, I find joy in my own quiet space. Heart is heavy, my skin's too thin. I can always go within. The slings and arrows can't find me there, and all my worries vanish into thin air, and every thought becomes a peaceful prayer. I can go where I know I can live my dream. It's always there anytime I dare to close my eyes and believe.
That was beautiful, kids. Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, kids, I got to tell you, I've had a really interesting morning. But before I get into the nuts and bolts of that craziness, it occurred to me yesterday as I was sort of finishing my talk that today is the 39th anniversary of my first Finding a Unity Church. I sure am glad I kept that divine appointment. I think it kind of prepared me for what's been going on today. If I can get this thing to work. Oh, that's immaterial. You know, I just am delighted to see each and every one of you here, because I hope that you, like myself, have had an amazing personal, unstructured, full-body relationship with God that Unity has helped and encouraged you to have. It's so nice not to have rituals and prescribed prayers and no beseeching or intermediaries that you hope will like you to, act on your your part. But it is just so amazing how Unity encourages us to do those things that continue to keep us in communion with our source. It was very interesting, and I was using a lot of the prayers I've learned because last night my printer wouldn't work. This morning I came over hoping to have the printer here work, and it doesn't like my computer. So here I am with the laptop. I have never delivered a talk on a laptop. So God bless us all and see what's happening. I don't know about you kids, but reading the headlines, I got to stop listening to NPR. It is just astounding to me how much turmoil is literally going on around this globe of ours. And again, as much as I try to, close it off, I find myself fretting and concerned and worrying, in fact. Anybody else? Just blink. Okay. When I ask questions, just blink. I don't want anybody to feel you're outing yourself to somebody else, okay? But talk about outing somebody. It was Mark Boston who reminded me about this technique that we're going to be talking about today. The whole point of what we're going to be doing today is using a technique to rid ourselves of worry fast. Now, in your bulletins and with your bulletins, you should have received something like this. Everybody get one? If not, can we have raise your hands if you didn't get one? Okay. You get both the bulletin, the form, and a pen because we're going to have a little, art technique today, a little art workshop. Now, you may want to grab one of the hymnals too, so you've got a hard copy hard for folk. All right, I'm going to start all over. So you have something hard to draw on. What I'm going to ask you to do is draw, if it's your right hand that's dominant, your right hand with fingers spread wide, or if your left hand is dominant, trace your left hand with fingers wide. This will all make sense. I promise. Now, there's not going to be any grading on your artwork, so don't worry about it. If it's not perfect for the Met, it's okay with me. It should be okay with you. Are we traced? Okay. Next thing is in the thumb, I ask you to write the word worry. The word worry in the thumb. Worry. And your first finger then, fear. Oddly enough, in the middle finger, anger. Sort of a universal symbol, I've noticed. As an aside, I was doing this with the kids down in Naples a couple of years ago, and this little boy said, I see a lot of fingers up like that up in the air. I thought, okay, he made the connection. Ring finger, sadness. And little finger, try to. Try, T-R-Y, the word try, and then the word to. It'll all become clear, I hope. Now, just to clarify this, there is a Japanese modality called Jin Shin Jitsu, which is both a physiological and a psychological practice of knowing in the body where various systems pulse and are most active. And interestingly enough, our hands and our feet are both terminals for a lot of the systems that we have firing all the time. But in particular, things that are associated with our emotions are easily accessed by our fingers. So now the reason we wrote that word worry is this is a termination point for those energies about anxiety, distress, depressed, what if, goes nowhere. Fear is that sense of alarm we may have, the confusion about what's unknown, guessing what might happen and thinking of usually the worst possible outcomes. So that's for fear. That anger one we just mentioned a few minutes ago, and it seems like everybody's kind of got the gist of that one. But it could be not just hostility, but great anger. I mean, great displeasure. You know, how many times, that sort of thing. Then there's sadness, the sorrow that occurs, unhappiness, gloom, regret. All of those emotions terminate in this finger. And this pinky finger is trying too hard. Have you ever, gritted your teeth and tried to convince yourself that something else is going on? Anybody? Just blink. Okay. So this is the being annoyed about something, distressed about something, almost pretending about it. So you're pushing it away without dealing with it. So as I say, each of these fingers act as terminals for the energies that are being pulsed throughout our bodies. So the thing that's cool about this Jin Shin self-help technique is that you can use that baby anywhere. Nobody needs to know that you're doing it. Yes. The first word is Jin dash SHIN JYTSU, Jin Shin Jitsu. So as we begin to recognize that something's awry and we're ruminating about something, it's nice to know that we can begin to diminish that energy and clear our minds with this very simple technique. What it's all about is that you just would choose the finger that you're worried or you're firing, let's say, on. Take your opposite hand and just gently wrap it around that digit. Very gently, no squeezing, no massaging, no rubbing. If this is an emotional mindset that's firing for you, do you feel a pulse? Just gently hold on and notice there will be a pulse. If you are really fired up about something, it will be fairly strong. If you're neutral, it will be a very gentle pulse. But no need to twist and turn or whatever. Just hold until you feel it calm down. Is it working for everybody? Blink. Now, there is one point that I would like to make, because if I hadn't been driving here, it was the one I would have been using, and that is the only finger you can digit that you can do with both hands are your thumbs. If you are really worried about something, put one hand above the other, thumbs out. Wrap one hand around the top thumb, the fingers, roll that hand underneath, and roll it back up. So you've got both of your worry terminals, one hand above the other, wrap the fingers around, roll the hand back, and roll the fingers up. Okay, so you start out with the thumbs parallel and the fingers up. Got it? I don't know about you, but there certainly seems to be an awful lot of free-floating worry in my world. And so very often I will sit with both of these hands held in my lap, and nobody needs to know what I'm doing. And interestingly enough, it allows me to begin to think clearly, to focus on what is important, to get back to what I need to do. So let's pick your finger. We'll do a quick exercise of this. Pick the finger that you feel is appropriate for you. Wrap your other hand around it. Notice a pulse. Take a nice couple of deep breaths. You may wish to close your eyes so you can focus on this. And notice if the pulse is slowing. Now I'm asking you to go to the other hand, the same finger on the other hand. Hold it for a minute or so. Notice any change? Yes, there's a question.
I still don't quite understand the try to.
The try to is when you're making up in your own mind something to deal with it, let's say. So you're trying to ignore it. You're trying to change it. You're trying to change someone else. You know, these energies that we get pulsing, that really, they're a waste of our energy, frankly.
Like your solution that's not working.
Could very well be. You know, you're putting energy into something that you literally cannot fix, especially other people. And in my case, my printer. You know. These little things that irritate us in life, that we get all wound up about, are often in that try to space. So this literally helps us clear our minds of nonsensical thinking and be able to hear that inspiration that is going to give us a solution, give us an alternative, give us some direction. So is anybody willing to say what happened for them? Could you feel the pulses? Okay, let's see. Blink if you felt pulse. Yep. Okay, good. Okay. You may want to keep trying this. And another thing I would suggest to you is that either in the morning or at night, you go through all of your fingers to clear the slate. It's a wonderful way to start and to complete your day. You don't have to be particularly bothered about, let's say, sadness. But just to make sure that those cycles or those systems are cleared of blockages so that you can sleep well, you can face the day, you can be fully present to what it is that you are here to be. And as you get practiced in this, I affirm for you that you will be able to hear more clearly amazing inspirations of what it is that it is for you to be. That's why this is a physical and physiological system that the Japanese have worked out, because it does work with mind and soul and body. So again, you want to try it again? Anybody game? Or you got it? Hello?
We'll do it again.
Okay, let's. Again, pick the issue that is challenging you. Take that, wrap that finger with your opposite hand, again, a very gentle hold, just contact. No squeezing, no rubbing, no twisting, just contact. You may wish to close your eyes. Allow yourself to focus. Gentle, deep breaths. And listen. Listen with your heart to the messages that Spirit wishes to bring to you. And now the other hand to balance yourself. Gentle contact. Sensing the pulse. Being present. Being still. Being open. Thank you so very much for being here. You know, I think I told some of you before, the first time I walked into that Unity Church 39 years ago, I saw this poster for Practical Christianity, and you may remember I harumphed. Harumphed. It's an Irish thing. But, you know, over these 39 years, time and time again, Unity has given me things that are practical and especially are practicable. The practice of these teachings, the practice of these techniques, the practice of positive affirmations, and not the traditional denial of pressing away things that bother us as much as taking energy away from them. And then learning to meditate with whole heart, mind, and soul is incredibly powerful, my dears. I'm so glad we're here together to talk and learn about this, because literally we are changing the energy of the world. It is a beautiful thing, and all we need to do most of the time is just hand it over. Thank you. Okay.
So Derek and I are going to sing a song that's called Hand It Over, as it happens. And I'm going to give you instructions. We will be singing the chorus a couple of times, so you'll get to learn it. There will be a point at which Derek will stop playing the piano, and he will say, hand it over, hand it over, hand it over, hand it over, hand it over. And our challenge is to sing what he just sang. Whatever notes he picked, we're going to try to copy that. And then, by the time we get to the last chorus where he starts playing the piano again, you'll know the song, and you can just sing along. Okay?
It's the only way to get me to stop playing piano, by the way. I bet you didn't know that today was bonus Sunday. You don't only get me, you get my beautiful wife, Meredith Colby. If your problem won't go away and you're worried night and day, hand it over. Get on your knees and pray.
If you're sick, feeling low, got no money, got nowhere to go, hand it over. Get on your knees and pray.
Get on your knees and pray. Hand it over.
Hand it over.
Hand it over.
Hand it over.
Give it up. Give it over. Hand it over. Get on your knees and pray. Get on your knees and pray. Ain't no mountain you can't climb.
Ain't no answer you can't find.
All you need is a hand to hold. It'll heal your body and heal your soul. If the road is dark, you can't find your way. Just let the Spirit light your way. Hand it over. Get on your knees and pray. Get on your knees and pray. Ain't no mountain you can't climb.
Ain't no answer you can't find.
All you need is a hand to hold. It'll heal your body and feed your soul. If the road is dark and you can't find your way, just let the Spirit light the way. Hand it over. Get on your knees and pray. Get on your knees and pray. Hand it over.
Hand it over.
Hand it over.
Hand it over. Still playing.
Give it up. Give it over. Hand it over.
Hand it over.
Get on your knees and pray. Get on your knees and pray. Hand it over. Hand it over.
Hand it over.
Hand it over.
Hand it over.
Hand it over.
Hand it over.
Hand it over.
Hand it over.
Hand it over.
Hand it over.
Hand it over.
Hand it over.
Hand it over.
Hand it over.
Hand it over.
Hand it over.
Hand it over.
Hand it over.
Give it up. Give it over. Hand it over. Get on your knees and pray. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Great.
Sound great.
Hey.
Who's that? Okay. This is the time in our service where we share our offerings and our tithes with Unity Displays. We thank all of you here in this room today and those who are watching later for your generous support. Because of you, our doors are open, our church's needs are being met, and we are very grateful. As our ushers come forward, please hold your gift in your hands and recite together, "Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God, and so it is." I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so thankful for all that I am. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so thankful. I am so blessed. We honor and welcome all contributions, time, talent, treasures. If you have a time or a talent to contribute, please let a board member know that you would like to be involved.
For monetary contributions in addition to our Sunday collection, checks can be mailed to us, donations can be made online, and we encourage you to set up automatic giving. The lovely pulpit flowers today were donated by a flower angel who says, "We are so thankful for Nancy Jacklow in appreciation for all of your wisdom and all of your contributions to Unity Display." The Sunday flowers are available for donation for anyone who would like. They're $35. You can dedicate them to an event or memorial, and of course, you get to take them home. Please note that today is the first class of the Myers-Briggs, which will be held in Fellowship Hall, and then the second class will be held on October 20th. Sign up for our weekly e-blast. Yes?
This is really a class in spirituality. The famous European Carl Jung, who originated much of what we know about what we call the Myers-Briggs, as spiritual all the way. He believed as unity does, that our goal is wholeness, and he believed that our soul is there the day we were born. He also lived through 2 world wars, and he knew that there are factors that push down our ability to express our steps toward our best self and our steps toward the goal of wholeness. And that's what I'm really talking about.
And it's in the sanctuary. It's in the sanctuary.
Is it in Fellowship Hall or the sanctuary? Sanctuary. Okay, so we will meet in the sanctuary. It's time to put our birthday bags together, so please see Carolyn or Gemma for information. Please remember to exit the sanctuary quietly at the end of the service, as our prayer chaplains will be working with congregants in private prayer. And now, let us sing in the children by singing "We Are Walking in the Light."
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's a beautiful day. We have some beautiful children and teens here, and we're so happy to be here with you. We want to first, you want to show this. We took the same activity that Miss Nancy did. We adapted it just a tiny bit, but we drew our hands. We talked about each of the emotions and releasing them, and we found out that releasing things about yourself is the hardest of all, but we love ourselves, and we're going to do it. All right. So next, would you hold up the Halloween party? 2 weeks from today. Be there or be square. Yes. Costumes, if you want to wear a costume, there'll be pizza for a love offering, because we are raising funds for our wonderful YOU and the Uniteens, actually, and the rallies and conferences that they go to. Okay, so it's going to be a fun day. Hold up the green poster. Didn't these guys make good job with the posters? Wow, I am astonished by the wonderful generosity of Unity Des Plaines Church. We just announced it last week, and we already have lots of cake mixes and frosting. What we are doing for the people who weren't here when we explained last week, we are working with the Des Plaines Food Bank, and they are desperately in need of things. And they make these birthday bags available for clients, children that are having birthdays. And so we're collecting them. Then the kids are going to put them in little bags, a cake mix, icing. What we're low on right now are the little dollar store birthday bags, and also from the dollar store, the little cake plates and package of napkins. We're low on those, but we'll take whatever you want to donate. There's a box out there. Bless you for your generosity. We love to help other people. Yeah. Okay. YOU, do you have something to tell us? And then we're going to tell you about that paper we passed out.
So yeah, today we were just talking about the commandments and the 10 commandments and Jesus' commandments, and pretty much just how like the 10 commandments are more like don't do this, like don't steal, don't hate, don't murder, like all that bad stuff. But then Jesus' commandments are more like love God and love your neighbor like you would love yourself. So basically like if you like get those more fundamental things, then you're not going to go like steal from your neighbor and like want their stuff and all that bad stuff, because you're just more fundamentally like sound. Yeah.
We have awesome teams. Yeah. Okay, now for the paper we passed out. Oh, okay. My camera person here. There you go. Okay. We are lucky to have with us today Miss Edwina, who's the founder of Spiritual Play Day. If you were here when we did our Footprints for Peace, maybe you remember her. This is a wonderful movement and curriculum for children to help them learn the ways of peace and to maybe save our world. That's the way. This is their challenge, making respect cool again. Yeah. What could be better than that? And interesting, tomorrow is Indigenous Peoples Day, and this is based on the wisdom of the ancient Mayans, the indigenous people of Mexico, maybe Central America too, I'm not sure. They were very wise. They had a very advanced civilization before Columbus ever showed up. Okay, and so this challenge is people in different places around the world, children are being recorded, repeating this, and this is like a form of the golden rule, but it goes even further in explaining how we are affected by our actions. And it's very, very deep, very, very good. So there have been children from Africa, from Central America, from other unities in America, from all kinds of places. And we're going to be in the challenge too. So now I am going to say a line. If you will join us and the children in repeating, do we have any more copies of the?
We're okay. We'll follow.
Okay, you just follow.
No, we're good.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like my French teacher self again. You are my other me. You are my other me. If I do harm to you, if I do harm to you, I do harm to myself. I do harm to myself. If I love and respect you, I love and respect myself. And even the youngest ones understood that this means we feel good when we're helping people, when we're shining our light and being loving. So that is what we want to share today. We're making respect cool again, right? Okay. Yay. Now let us stand, sing, and pray.
The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Thank you, God. Good job. That's very cool. I'll go get out of the way. Is this okay? Okay. I'll go greet people or something.